Okay, let's begin. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to SuperGIS webinar, SuperPad 10, taking mobile GIS to a new level. This webinar will take around 40 to 45 minutes, and we will use the last 10 minutes at the end of today's webinar to discuss the questions that are frequently asked by our customers. And if you have questions want to ask and get replied in real time, please log in your YouTube account to drop questions in the live chat. And also in today's webinar, we will provide long-term SuperPad 10 trials for people who can answer our questions right. So please pay attention to what we say. My name is Eugene. I'm the marketing specialist of SuperGIS Technologies, and I will be the host today. And here, sitting next to me, is my colleague and the speaker of today, Sydney. Hi.
Hello everyone, I'm Sydney.
Okay, Sydney is the senior product manager of SuperGIS. She knows well every product of SuperGIS and has long-term experiences in designing next-generation desktop GIS and mobile GIS. Also, she has a master's degree in geography and has applied her GIS skills to various fields. So I believe she can answer almost any technical problems you want to ask in this webinar. As usual, before we start, we would like to know more about our audience today by a 2-minute quick poll. So please choose an answer to help us know your SuperGIS experience. The first question of today is, have you ever tried or used SuperGIS software and apps? Please click the Google link that I post in the live chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your answer will be reviewed and used to improve SuperGIS webinar in the future. And at the very first of today's webinar, I would like to show you about the family of SuperGIS. SuperGIS is a well-known global GIS software provider and has dedicated to developing various GIS solutions for more than a decade. So users can accomplish different GIS projects easily with SuperGIS products. For example, you can collect spatial data in the field by using our mobile GIS software, SuperSurv and SuperPad, and then process and analyze this data in the office with SuperGIS Desktop. Lastly, you can share your results with others through the internet by using SuperGIS Server. And today, our focus will be SuperPad, the full-function mobile GIS software developed by SuperGIS product team for years. As I mentioned in last slide, here I would like to give you more information about SuperPad. First is the operating system and general functionality of SuperPad. SuperPad is a mobile GIS designed to operate on both Windows and Windows mobile platforms. Its main function is to assist field workers to collect, edit, and manage geospatial data directly in the field. Other than these general mobile GIS functions, SuperPad is equipped with several secret weapons that can acquire high-precision spatial data. The first one is the function to receive precise signals from external GNSS devices, and others including using post-processing module after the field survey or applying the entry module to improve the data quality in real time. Okay, then in this slide we will take a closer look at the key features of SuperPad. The features of SuperPad can be roughly divided into two categories. The first category is the GNSS capabilities. It includes setting waypoints to guide workers to certain positions and recording the GPS tracks for further uses. And the second category is GIS capabilities, which could help users edit geospatial data offline, add various raster maps, query data with 3 different methods, stream the data through the internet, and organize data with related table. So here is one of our most important GNSS features in SuperPad, the capabilities of receiving signals from external GNSS devices. This could help users to get extremely precise spatial data. And because SuperPad is a Windows-based mobile GIS, we recommend you to use an Ultrabook, a tablet computer, to receive and process the signals through Bluetooth from your GNSS RTK devices such as high target VIC-60 and the V100, just like the image here. I believe the combination of tablet computer and GNSS RTK devices is a trend to replace the old PDA handheld surveying devices in the future. And finally, it's the end of my introduction to SuperPad and SuperGIS products. And here is the agenda of today's webinar. Sydney, please tell us about the new features you are going to bring us in SuperPad 10.
Okay, and hello everyone, I'm Sydney. In today's webinar, I will discuss 3 topics. At first, I will show you how to collect data in the field with SuperPad 10. And in the second part, I will introduce some useful tips for surveying in the field. And at last, I will demonstrate how to update the data with web feature service with transaction. And let's see the first part, collecting and editing data using SuperPad 10. Just as Eugene has introduced before, SuperPad integrates many GIS and GPS functions and support users to collect data in offline environment. And here is a workflow. First, you have to prepare the data so surveyor will have more information about the surveying target. And SuperGIS Desktop is a good tool to assist users to create the data, or you can create the tile format. The tile format is raster-based data and can reduce the size of data. After preparing all data, you can copy data to mobile devices. Then when you're in the field, you can record the location of survey target by GPS and also add the attribute information. After finishing the survey, you can check the data on SuperGIS Desktop. While surveying in the field, you can activate the extension to assist you. SuperPad offers a lot of extensions for users, and to use those extensions, you can activate them in the system setting and then take the extension you need. Some extensions, such as online map, will add map resources with internet, so you don't need to prepare data before surveying. Some extensions, such as Entry and the GPS, can assist you to get higher accuracy with GPS data. Okay, and back to the survey workflow. Now imagine that you are going to survey the habitat of street tree. Before arriving at the location, you must prepare some data for referencing. If you have internet connection, you can activate the online map extension to assist you. But in most survey situations, it is hard to find internet connections. So you can copy all of your data, including the shapefile data, the raster data, or you can copy your tile format data into mobile devices. And SuperPad enables users to edit one point, line, and polygon feature at one time. You can add the vertex by tapping on the screen, or you can add the vertex with GPS signal. And please see the green rectangle. The left one can let you add one point by GPS signal. And if you want to edit your line feature or polygon feature by GPS, you can use middle button to add each vertex. And to continuously add vertex by GPS, use the right one. And if your targets are regular, you can use advanced attribute editing to create a related table. So you can select the value, and this can prevent surveyor from typo and also save time. And now let's see the demonstration. Okay, let's move to the SuperPad. Okay, here is a SuperPad 10. Now imagine that we are going to survey the street tree, and we have some data that created in SuperGIS desktop, and all of feature layer are added to SuperPad 10. SuperPad 10 allows user to identify the feature, and you can also set a hyperlink and jump to the certain view. And you can also use their manager to manage your layers. Many operations are similar with SuperGIS desktop. And now we are going to create a new feature layer for surveying. So click New and select the new feature layer. We are going to create a new vector layer. The layer name would be Survey Target. Okay, and then add the field you need. And we are going to survey the street tree, and we have two fields. The field one is kind. This field will record the type of street tree. And another one is condition. We will use this field to record the status about our target. Okay, and street tree in our area include the banyan tree, the camphor tree, and blackboard tree. And the tree condition can be classified as good, fair, poor, and dead. But I believe that you will feel annoyed to type this attribute over and over again while you are in the field. So you can use advanced attribute editing to help you. To use it, you can set it in the system setting. Okay, check this button and then restart the SuperPad. The extension will load to the SuperPad. And then you can see the advanced attribute editing on the main toolbar. Okay, now select the feature layer and then turn the field type at menu. Okay. And then add the item into each menu. The first one is banyan tree, and the second item is camphor tree. Okay, the last one is blackboard tree. So now we have three items in the kind field. And now we are going to add more items into condition field. And first change the field type to menu. And then add item. And we have 4 conditions, including good, fail.
Yeah.
Okay, and poor. Okay, the last one. Dead. Okay, now we have add 4 items into the condition field. So when you added a feature, for example, add a new one, you can select the value from the drop-down menu. You don't need to type the banyan tree again and again. And if you want to add a feature with the GPS signal, you can set that the number of position to average. And you can set it in the GPS option. This selection means to get an average value from the specific quantity of GPS position. In this way, you can acquire more precise results. For example, if you set 10 in this box, your vertex will be the average value from the 10 GPS position. Okay, now we have basic understanding for SuperPad. So we will move on to the next topic. Okay, and please be careful watch out this section because we have prepared some surprise at the end of this section. Okay, and in previous section, I introduced some basic function for collecting data. And SuperPad is full function mobile GIS. There are still lots of functions worthy to share with you. So in this section, I want to show you some tips for working smarter in the field. Each tip are easy to learn, and you were surprised by how it can increase your efficiency. And let's see the first one. The Quick Project. The Quick Project provides ready-to-use project template for different surveying needs. When you in the field, you don't need to always spend time to set up the project coordinate system and build in attribute table. SuperPad will provide 3 kinds of project template. And of course, you can define your own template that meets your survey purpose. And okay, let's check out how to set up the Quick Project. Okay, and after activate the SuperPad 10, you can select to use existing project or create a new project. And to save your time, the Quick Project is suggested. Okay, and click it. SuperPad provides the default template, and the default coordinate system is 1984, and the default data are point, line, and polygon. You can adjust them. You can add more field in the attribute table and also change the coordinate system. And Tree provide the point, line, and polygon feature also, but field in the data include the edge of tree and the canopy and other common survey items for forest surveyors. Of course, you can add field and change the projection, even create more feature layer in your template. Okay, and the online map. This project template offers different free-to-use map resources such as OpenStreetMap and other free map to use. So you don't need to prepare the data as your best map. However, online map need internet connection to get map. And let's see the last one, self-defined template. If you want to make your own template, you can select self-defined template and make your own template. Okay, and by using Quick Template, you don't need to set out the project parameter each time. Okay, and when you create project or a new feature layer in SuperPad, you will need to set up the coordinate system. In the past, we had to find the coordinate system from different folders, and now SuperPad 10 supports users to search coordinate system. Just type the EPSG code or name or projection on the search bar, and then you will find the projection you need. And when you start to survey, you might need to check your data in certain scale. You can change to certain scale by typing the scale number, but if you need to switch in some scale frequently, for example, sometimes you need to view map in 1/5000 scale, and sometimes you need to view map at other scale. You will need to switch to different scale a lot while surveying. It will cost time to map your map turn back to a certain scale, and fit zoom function can assist you. You can set up the list of scale, and then when you need to change your scale, you just tap the zoom in button and zoom out button, and then scale will change according to what you have regulated. Okay, like this one, set the list, and then when you click the zoom in or zoom out, the scale will change to what you have regulated before. It's easy but useful. And here is another useful tool, the measurement tool. When we need to know the distance between features, we can use measurement tool to get the distance value. Measurement tool in SuperPad 10 support user to snap while measure. Therefore, when you measure the distance, you can snap to the certain or snap to the closest vertex. In that way, you can get more accurate result. Okay, and to use the snap function, you have to turn the layer as editable, and then set up the snap tolerance. And finally, when you measure the distance, you can snap to the vertex. And to collect data with GPS signal, it is important to know the status of GPS data receiving. It's usually tied to wait GPS signal, and the waiting time is irregular. It depends on the weather and the environment you are located. And if you are surrounded by lots of buildings, you might take more time to check the satellite. To save your time, you can set up the alert message to inform you the status of GPS signal. And SuperPad provides the message below, including there is no GPS data being received and no current position feed and others. So when you're in the field, you just need to hear the voice alerts and watch out the text alerts. In that way, you can ensure your data the data you collect can maintain in good quality. And I have a demo video to show you how to set up the GPS alert message. Okay, to use it, first you have to select the GPS option. Okay, and then switch to the alert tab. And now you can see there are many kinds of GPS alerts. The first one, no GPS data being received, it will alert user when GPS is activated, but no message is received from GPS receiver in SuperPad. Okay, and the second one, no current position feed. It will alert user when no coordinate value can be received from GPS receiver. It usually occurs when less than 3 expected satellites are received by GPS receiver, so SuperPad cannot position successfully. And let's move on to the third one, not a 3D feed. It will alert user if received GPS coordinate value only include X and Y value, but no Z value. Okay, and the next one, maximum accuracy exceed. It's a little complicated. And if you want to keep your data accuracy in certain quality, you can set out the limitation. So when the quality indicator is higher than the value you set, SuperPad will inform you, and you can pause your work until the quality back to the good status. Okay, you can set that the value for indicator, and also set that to show the text message or alert message. Okay. Now just turn on the GPS and waiting for the signal. Okay, and you can see the message. SuperPad has informed us that we have position, therefore we can start to collect our GPS data. Okay, and when talking about the waypoint, many people might think about the waypoint function in handheld devices. Waypoint is a common function to assist users to find some location that they have already known the position. Waypoint function in SuperPad store the list of location and also provide the waypoint guidance. It calculates the distance and azimuth between the target and current position. With guidance, user can follow it and then approach to the destination. And now SuperPad 10 supports a new function called Stakeout mode. When the distance between you and your target is smaller than certain value, SuperPad will inform user the distance difference between of X, Y, and Z direction. And let's see the demo video. Okay. Okay, now you can see we are very close to our target. And to get the detailed information, you can turn out the Stakeout mode, okay. And in the Stakeout mode setting, you can set out the distance to decide when to inform the detailed information, and also check which kind of information you would like to display. Okay. Okay, once the distance between you and your targets is smaller than the value you set, SuperPad will inform user the detailed information about you and your target. Okay, in this part, I share many useful tips for you, and I believe it will save more time while you are in the field. There are still a lot of useful tools to help you when you're in the field, and you can learn more on SuperGIS TV. Okay, and do you remember that I had mentioned we have a surprise in the end of this section? Okay, now that Eugene share with you.
Okay, thanks for Sydney's introduction to SuperPad's new function, including the quick project and the improvement in GPS positioning like GPS alert and the Stakeout mode. So let's take a short break and take a little quiz. For audience who can answer it right, we will provide you a long-term SuperPad 10 trial license. So please click the link in the live chat now. Our question is, which one is not the quick project provided by SuperPad 10 now? Begin the second part of today's webinar, and that's back to Sydney.
Okay. In the first section, we have demonstrated the offline view, offline workflow, and SuperPad also supports the online workflow. Once you have internet connection, you can update the data instantly. SuperPad 10 can connect to GIS server, and you can collect data and synchronize back to the data to the server. By managing the data in the cloud, you and your team can update the same data at the same time. Also, the managers can easily monitor the working status and also avoid your team member doing something in vain. To update the data instantly, there are two options. The first one, you can publish your data on SuperGIS server, so you can use SuperPad to update the data with SuperGIS server. And the second option, which is the new option in SuperPad 10. SuperPad 10 just supports the web feature service with transaction. Therefore, when you select any GIS server which supports web feature service with transaction, web feature service is one of OGC standards, and the workflow about the web feature service is user request data from the server, and then server will give the geometry and attribute information for user. Therefore, user can query, identify the service. And web feature service with transaction means you can transact data with server. So by this mechanism, user can edit the data. Okay, user can edit the data and then update the data back to the GIS server. And now I'm going to demonstrate how to publish a web feature service on SuperGIS server, and then how to get the web feature service on SuperPad. So let's move to the SuperGIS server. Okay, to publish a web feature service, first you have to log into the server manager and then publish add a new service in the SuperGIS server manager. And later I will use this sample data, ARG1. Okay, and then create the tab, select the application tab to create the new OGC web service. Okay, and add a new OGC service. The name would be web feature service 7. And then select the map service you just upload on the SuperGIS server, and then click Next. And select the type here, and these blanks are optional, so it is not necessary to fill the blank. So select the Next, okay, and click Done. Once you see this message create successfully, it means you have created a web feature service. And now let's back to the SuperPad 10. Okay. Okay, and to get the web feature service, you have to activate the data service extension, and you can activate them also in the system setting, and in the customize tab select the data service toolbar, and after check it, restart the SuperPad 10, and then you will see the this function on the main toolbar. And then add the web feature service from this drop-down menu and select the link. Okay, and then click Get There. It usually takes a little time to get there from GIS server. So just wait for a moment. Okay, now you can see the layer from the SuperGIS server. So check the layer you need, and then add them into SuperPad 10. Okay, now you can see the layer from SuperGIS server, and then open the layer manager to turn it at editable. Okay, now layers can be utilized as normal feature layer, so you can edit them like user feature layers. And after editing the data will continuously synchronize back to the SuperGIS server, or if you use other server, it will synchronize back to the server. Online workflow can significantly reduce your time and increase efficiency for your team. Okay. And in today's webinar, I show you the online and offline workflow and other useful tips to elevate the efficiency. SuperPad is full-function mobile GIS, and the SuperGIS product can develop, and developing will bring more useful function in the future. And now it's time to let Eugene share more product and SuperGIS information with you.
Okay, it's back to Eugene now. Thanks for your comprehensive introduction to all the new features of SuperPad 10. And now it's time back to me, and we are going to have our second poll and also the last poll of today. After that, we will have a 10 minutes Q&A time. In this poll, please leave your questions or comments in the live chat of YouTube. And our last question of today is for you, which is the most helpful new feature in SuperPad 10? Please help us to figure it out. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. And in the product line of SuperGIS, there are many other mobile GIS apps could help you collect spatial data. For example, one of our most popular products is SuperSurv. It is available both on iOS platform and the Android system. As the table you can see on the right-hand side, as you can see on the right-hand side, the capability of SuperSurv is also very powerful and equipped with many advanced functions such as collecting extra precise data from external GNSS receiver and entry service, using OGC service as basemap guiding you to the target with waypoints and displaying and adding data offline. And all of these features could significantly enhance your efficiency of field work. And here I am excited to announce that the new SuperSurv 10 is also released recently. So please feel free to visit our official website and get a free trial and learn more about it. Here I would like to bring you more about our product resources. I believe they will help you learn our products step by step from a rookie to a master and provide you practical tricks and tips to finish all kinds of jobs with ease. The first one is, of course, what we are doing now, SuperGIS webinars, which are generally hosted 6 to 8 times per year. And the second is our online courses. It's our online courses, which are available to download and to watch on SuperGIS official website. You can learn GIS from basic lessons to advanced ones online and with our professional lecturer anytime, anywhere. For the next two, the forum and the developer network that provide a platform for users to raise all kinds of questions and our tech support to answer and provide code examples. The last one is the SuperGIS TV, and it's a place for you to find all our demo videos, including online courses, tutorials, and webinars. Here is another important fact for our users. SuperGIS provides all our products free online, and just enter the URL below and you can get the SuperPad 10 for free immediately after signing up. Okay, let's move on to the most exciting part of today's webinar, the Q&A time. Here we would like to share some questions that are frequently asked by our users. The first one is, can I use SuperPad to access a database? Sydney?
Okay, for now we cannot, but in the future we will support the HQDB Lite, which is the data format for mobile devices. So in the future, yes, we can. But if you download the SuperPad from our website right now, that version cannot support any database.
Okay, thank you. This feature will be available in the future, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for the next question is that many users also want to know what is the best GPS precision that SuperPad can reach.
Okay, actually we support the entry solutions, so the best accuracy depends on your external GPS devices.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so the answer is not the only one. It depends on your devices. If you have devices which can support the submeter, then you can get the submeter data.
Okay, so the best precision is submeter if the device you are using is good enough.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And finally, here's the question about using WFS-T service. Users want to know, is it possible to let multiple field workers edit the same WFS-T layer, and how?
Okay, all users can use the same web feature service, and how to use it, just add a link from SuperPad. But web feature service have no version control, so it's my code sound complete. I suggest you assign the area to avoid the conflict.
Okay, so the answer is yes, but you have to notice the problem of synchronization, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and it seems our audience also asked some question here, and Patty from our sales and marketing also answered that questions, and other audience don't have much question to ask. That's okay. You can drop us an email or send us message by Twitter or Facebook anytime. We will respond to you as soon as possible. Okay, because the time limit, it is time that we have to say goodbye to you now. Please help us to do the survey in the live chat, and it will only take you 1 minute. Your answer will be used to improve our future webinars, and we will consider using your suggestion as our webinar topic in the future. The webinar recording and the presentation slide will be uploaded to our official website in 2 to 3 days. So you can watch the webinar again and share it with your partners and colleagues. The next SuperGIS webinar is scheduled in mid-May, so the topic will be focused on the new application of SuperGIS 3D solution. 3D is one of the hottest topics today, and I think it will be very inspiring. So to get the latest news from SuperGeo, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or subscribe our newsletter. We are looking forward to hearing you in the next SuperGIS webinar. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Please don't forget to take the survey. And,